with the whole Teddy Bridgewater situation. It's just like, are you really going to give Jay, the reins for another year and then send Tannehill on his way? Possibly. If they do well, I could see the Dolphins moving on from Ryan Tannehill, and then they just roll with Jay Cutler. Now, they're going to have definite success. And it can't be rocky or anything like that, but the man has showed up to camp. I know people were just saying, well, he didn't look, like he wanted to be there, or he didn't look like, he was interested or something like that. Well, that's what Jay Cutler has always done. He's always looked like that. That's his facial expression. And he's not going to change it, at this point. So it's just like, get over that. Let's get back to if he's going to be able to win, which he knows Adam Gase's system in and out. He was in the system before. So that whole trying to catch up or anything like that with the offense, you don't have to worry about that. He just needs to get in football shape as a quarterback, get his cardiovascular up, be able to, hand that ball off, get that ball out, get his arm strength where it needs to be to get down the field when he needs to get that ball down the field. And Jay Cutler got a cannon. So I think, Tannehill could be in trouble. There's no loyalty, at all, especially when it comes to an injury if you have success on your football team. Now, if they stink it up and all that stuff, Tannehill will be right back in the mix, and they'll just go from there. But we all know if they start winning games, especially at the beginning, Jay Cutler is going to get all the credit, and then they're going to be like, whoa, maybe this is what it is. Maybe Jay Cutler just needed to, be in Miami. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'll keep a big eye on it. And I'm sure Mocha Bella, who has not jumped in I'm sorry, Mocha Bella just jumped in the chat room. She said, good evening, Jelani, and a happy belated birthday to you, Miss Mocha Bella. It was Mocha Bella's birthday, I think for the past month, actually. But, she did it over the weekend. So happy birthday, belated, to you, Miss Mocha Bella. And Lopan also wants to say happy birthday too. Indeed. Yes, so he got to tell his boo thing, what's up. 334 Bama Boy got the Dolphins going 5-11. He said, won't happen. Jay Cutler is Jay Cutler. He had weapons in Chicago, and he did nothing. So he did have some weapons. He had Martellus Bennett, Alshon Jeffrey, and Matt Forte, in Chicago. Sluggo said it must be nice to command a $10 million salary when you're, at best, lukewarm about being there. I can't see Miami going 11-5. That's where I got him. That's where I got him, Sluggo. I got him on 11-5, maybe 10-6, on it. I don't know. I just got a feeling. And I can't really explain why, but I got that feeling, on it. And Mocha Bella has jumped in here and should have already put the X on Jay Cutler because she does not want him as her Miami Dolphins quarterback. And she has already said, book it. Get him out of here. So, Jay Cutler, hopefully you don't run into Mocha Bella in Miami because if you do, she might have to check you. So watch your back, son. Watch your back. 334 Bama Boy said Jay Cutler can't lead a fly to... He's a bum. Wow, tell us how you really feel, 334. He's a bum. And Miss Mocha, yes, Mocha 11-5. I got them 11-5. So I have said it here on the show. Y'all will hold me to it. I'm pretty sure you will. And if it doesn't happen, I'm man enough to admit I'm wrong. But until that, I'm right now. So, yeah, we gonna roll with 11-5 in the AFC. Let's talk a little bit about this NBA. We've touched based on Kyrie, before, but someone that hasn't, actually been in the mix, out in the media and everything, and one, because they're not working, at this point, but David Griffin, former GM of the Cleveland Cavaliers. And he was just talking, about, Kyrie Irving and as far as, kind of where this may be coming from. and he made very valid points. And I've heard, a little bit about this from other people, but he makes a very valid point. Is that Kyrie was the guy who re-signed with Cleveland while y'all sucked. Now, of course, he was part of that situation as well, but he was guy, starting to come into his own. He was getting ready to head to his prime and everything, and maybe he was getting ready, to hit his stride, and they sold him a bill of goods. Let's just be real, I'm sure they told him, because you're getting paid like it, you're our guy. And then LeBron came calling. Now, this is the business. I'm not giving him, I feel sorry for you or anything like that. I'm just saying, you sold somebody on something, and it's not like it's 3 or 4 years later and it wasn't getting done, and then you brought somebody else in. You brought in LeBron and basically built the whole team around LeBron. Do Kyrie have, a legitimate beef to be a little, pissed? Yeah, I would say so. Now, he didn't say anything. He never came out, during that whole situation, because let's just be real. After that happened, it's not like, this just happened this year or anything like that. I'm sure Kyrie felt like that from the beginning, but he dealt with the situation. Hey, they won. And he always said the right stuff and everything. And now he wants to go. Why can't he go? Here's my thing. This is the last time I want to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about the Kyrie Irving, situation anymore until, either he's staying in Cleveland or he end up going somewhere else. Now, I already said I could see him, and I think, New York will be a good, place for him to go. But I'm going to say this. People crucified Kevin Durant for wanting to go to Golden State to play with another team and all this stuff. Then they got on LeBron, and other people. And we always say, people they want to take the easy route. They want to, just team up and create this super team, and everything. You can't have it both ways, America. I mean, people out there criticizing Kyrie, saying he lack of respect or, how dare he and all this stuff, that he requests a trade and he want to leave and they got success. The man wants to go to a team where he can get what he was promised, and one, get what he was promised, two, to be the man. And that's both 1 and 2. So what's wrong with that? I don't understand. I don't get that. What is wrong with, I want to be the man. I want to be the guy that takes my team to the promised land. I want to see if I got it. That's what we've been saying all along. Haven't we? Why they want to team up? He was there. He didn't tell LeBron to come there. I'm sure LeBron didn't call him and ask him if it was okay for him to come to Cleveland. LeBron get there and he start making deals and everything, or guys that he want, and then they start making deals for him, getting Kevin Love, trading, Wiggins and everything. Wiggins turned out to be a pretty good guy. Hey, who knows? Now, would they have won the championship at this point? No. Would they have been one of the teams we would have been talking about you got to look out for? I think so, yes. With Wiggins and Kyrie. So the man just, he wants what was promised to him. He wants what was he thought was his, and he want to do that somewhere else. And if he goes to New York, and his 4 teams, other than San Antonio, the other 3 teams, and Mocha, I'm sure Mocha would love to have Kyrie Irving in Miami. You got Miami. Now, yes, Miami has been champions, as of recently, but the way that their team is constructed right now, they're not a team that everyone is saying, oh, as soon as Kyrie get on there, they're going to the championship. No, but they've gotten a lot better. Minnesota, the other team they're saying he want to go to, even though I got them booked for 50 wins, they haven't won nothing. They ain't proved nothing. They ain't been to the playoffs since Kevin Garnett was there. And the New York Knickerbockers, them mugs ain't won jack. for years. So the brother is wanting to go to a team where he can change the culture. I applaud him for it. I applaud him. That's what he wants to do. Stop hating on him. Let him do him. Let him go. If it don't work out, it don't work out or whatever. I mean, it was only a few more years before LeBron would be out of there and he'd be by himself anyway. So it is what it is, you know? So Ms. Mocha said Pat Riley not getting Kyrie. Book it. So, well, if Mocha, if that's the way you feel, you know, I don't know what to say, Mocha, then. I mean, I thought you would be excited. Well, maybe you are excited, but Pat Riley, I think he might could pull it off. Sluggo said, I think he said, I concur with Ron Harper's sentiment. It's about the name on the front of the jersey and not the back. But Sluggo, here's the thing. The NBA made it about the name on the back. When you say LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's about the name on the back. When you say Russell Westbrook and the OKC Thunder, it's about the name on the back. When you say James Harden and the Houston Rockets, it's about the name on the back. The NBA made it about the name on the back. That's how they marketed the league. They marketed the players, not the team. There's not one team other than, and I'm going to go to it again, and y'all may be mad, but I'm going to go to it again. There's only one team that was really kind of marketed as a team, and that was the 04 Pistons. Because they, quote unquote, didn't have a superstar. They had Chauncey, they had Rip, they had Tayshaun, they had Big Ben, they had Rasheed. Rasheed was probably the closest to a superstar that they had. Maybe Chauncey too, you know, both on ball. Don't get me wrong. I love my Pistons, you know. But that's what they made. The NBA made it about the name on the back. So I'm hoping I'm understanding what you're saying, Sluggo, you know. But the name on the front, that's secondary to the name on the back. So that's just my thoughts, but I respect your opinion, Sluggo. So we'll move on from the NBA news because, of course, NBA is over. We need to get back into this football, you know, stuff that's going on. And what's going on in about 2 weeks, a little bit less than 2 weeks, I think. There's going to be a rally. There's going to be a rally, ladies and gentlemen. And it's going to be for Colin Kaepernick. And now there's a rally out there about going down to NFL headquarters. And there's a petition also, you know, that goes with this rally as well. But Spike Lee has been involved. There's flyers going out. There's the petition, like I said, it's gaining ground. It's up to, I think it's over 135,000 now. People have signed it. So basically, they're going to Roger Goodell, and they want to send this to the owners and the owners' sponsors too. They want to let them know that Colin Kaepernick is being done dirty, you know. And I've always stood by, and I've said this in the beginning, you know, about it. People say he blackball. I said, I don't know if it's blackball or you want to call it greenball, you know, because at the end of the day, more than anything, owners, the most important thing to them is money. They don't want their money messed with, you know, and people have brought up, you know, Tim Tebow, you know, they were like, well, you know, if he doesn't want to be a distraction, you know, why would they have brought in Tim Tebow, you know, and all this stuff? Well, it was the Jets. You know, they make mistakes, you know, on it. Colin Kaepernick should be in the NFL. Don't get me wrong. He should be on a roster. I never said that he should be starting or anything like that. He could be starting on the team because he is, you know, just as good as some of these guys that's going to be starting, you know, if not better, you know. But at the end of the day, what I think it came down to is green. They don't want their money to be messed with, and they don't want to take a chance on him. Now, if he was Tom Brady, Drew Brees, or something like he could come in immediately and give them a chance to go